So the point of this video is to show folks how Calendly can be used to solve a problem that we all are dealing with being pulled in multiple directions, setting up various meetings. Oftentimes we get called or emailed saying, I want to meet with you for this particular purpose. And then there's like 5, 6 emails sometimes going back and forth trying to find the time that everybody can meet. That's both for people on the team, people from central office, sometimes the local district, and even partners. So what Calendly does is automates that process, makes it a lot more efficient, and takes the work off of you, a busy leader, to get it to work with everybody else. So I'm going to show you first how it works, and then I'm going to show you how to set it up since everybody has an account now. So everybody, when this thing is set up, you'll have your own link that you can distribute to whomever wants to meet with you. And I have one link that's has a very specific meeting type. It's like a 30-minute Zoom meeting. And so Calendly integrates with Outlook, and Calendly integrates with Zoom. So you don't need to use a different calendar, and you don't need to manually set up Zoom meetings. It's all done automatically. So I'm going to load. Oh, I haven't started sharing my screen yet. Let me share my screen. All right. Do you see the screen share, Nora, with the Calendly?
Yes.
Okay. So my Zoom meeting link in Calendly is Gerardo-Loera/Zoom30. Whenever you create your link, you want to make sure you keep it easy to remember so that you can send it off as needed. So this is what somebody who wants to meet with me would go to. They go to a page. It has a calendar. Say they want to meet with me tomorrow, or today. Let's just say tomorrow, because I don't have any more meeting time today. So go to tomorrow. So I have time to meet in the morning. My morning's pretty clear, but my afternoon is not, as you can see. So Calendly automatically connects and looks at your Outlook to see when you have time on your calendar. So let's say this person, in this case, me as a demo user, wants to meet at 8 a.m. So I'll say demo meeting requester, that's my name. And I gotta learn how to spell. And I'll just put a personal email in here. Actually, you know what? I'll put Nora, just for example. ngonzalez@lausd.net. So let's say Nora wants to meet with me. She goes to this piece, finds the 30 minutes time slot, boom, enters her name and email. Nora would have the opportunity to add any other guests to the meeting so that they get the calendar invite automatically as well. For now, I'm just going to schedule this event. And that is it. So what'll happen now is on my Outlook, this meeting is going to pop up. And on Nora's Outlook, the meeting is going to pop up. And it will automatically include the Zoom detail information. So I'm going to pause the recording and then bring that screen up here. Do you see my Outlook?
Yes.
Okay, so let me restart the recording. Oh, maybe I never stopped recording. Maybe I didn't pause it. All good. So bottom line, now you see the calendar. So after Nora scheduled that time, you'll see that the Outlook automatically generated that invite on my calendar. I didn't need to do anything. Calendly took care of that. And Nora should see the same thing on her calendar. So all she had to do was go to that page, put the name in, click, and it's done. So that's in a nutshell, like the simplest use case of Calendly. There's a lot more that Calendly can offer, but I'm just right now gonna show you how to automate that process. So, any questions, Laura?
Yes. So how about showing them how to set up their account?
Yeah, that's next. So, so what we're gonna do is have you share your screen with me. There's a couple of steps, which I'll highlight first, and then we'll get right into it. So, Step 1 is to go to the email that you got from Gloria and activate the account, which includes turning on the Zoom integration.
Okay.
By the way, the reason that Calendly works right now with Zoom and LAUSD is because I worked with Joshua Lee at the very beginning at the central office to make sure that this integration was made available to everybody in LAUSD. It's not an automatic thing. There was some work that happened behind the scenes.
Okay.
So anyway, if you can open up your email, and once you have the Outlook invite, the email from Gloria, just share your screen.
Okay.
The setup is very easy.
So here's the Outlook invite. Accept.
Jose, no problem. Go ahead and click where it says accept invitation. And did a browser window open?
It did.
Okay.
Let's do a new share.
Yeah, go ahead and do a new share so we can see the browser. Okay, so this is the default view. So let's first connect Nora's account with Zoom because it's not automatically connected. There's a couple of steps that need to take place. Go ahead and I believe it's on integration. So if you click up here where it says integrations, and then scroll down, look for Zoom right over here. Click on that. We did it a little differently with Jose. Hopefully this process works the same for you. All right, so it's working. So click over here where it says connect to Zoom. And then sign into your Zoom the way you would normally sign in. You put your username on the next screen. So go ahead and click continue. Scroll down, click on authorize. You're in the center.
Yes, I need to move the annotations because it doesn't allow me to see it. So let me.
Oh, let me clear my annotation. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Authorize.
So this process you're doing just happens only once, just during the initial setup. Okay, I believe that's basically it to get it set up. Now go ahead and click where it says go to event types. Okay, so what's happened thus far is that your Calendly account is now integrated with Zoom, which means that when somebody requests the meeting with you that has that meeting type, a Zoom meeting, then it will automatically generate the Zoom meeting ID and give it to the person requesting it and put it on your calendar as well. So let's go ahead and create that meeting type. Because what you see right now are like meetings that are 15 minutes long, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. These are like meetings that you may have like when we're in person. And so we need to create a meeting type that's for distance learning or whatever we're going to call it. So if you go to the top right where it says new event type. All right. And then click on one-on-one. And then give it a name. So my recommendation as a starting point is like Zoom 30 or something like that. Something for you to know what kind of meeting this is when people request it with you. So Zoom meeting, and then the 30-minute is the sweet spot for me in terms of length. I try not to make it longer than that. You do have the option of having it longer if you wish, but scroll down a little bit. Now where it says that location, go ahead and click on that because we're not meeting anywhere right these days. We're using Zoom, so you would select Zoom as your meeting location. All right, and then here you would write any description you would want. We'll leave it blank for now. And then you see your link. So here's where I would suggest you really make this link like really easy to remember, so that when you're busy checking your emails and just doing the day-to-day work, and somebody says, hey, can I meet with you? You remember where your link is so that you can type it in and send it to them. So I use something simple, just Zoom 30. So like for Nora, her link or whole link is going to be calendly.com/ngonzalez-1, which is not the easiest to remember. So that's why when you add you want to change this piece where it says Zoom-meeting-30, all that, just make it simple, Zoom 30. Let me clear my annotation. And you should be able to edit that. All right, so you want to make note of this. So it would be calendly.com/ngonzalez-1. I guess there's another N Gonzalez somewhere on Calendly. I don't know. We can take a look later to see if we can even make that one a little shorter. But Zoom 30. So scroll down and click on next. All right, and go ahead and click on use existing schedule. So what we've done thus far is activated Nora's account with Calendly, activated the Zoom integration. What we're gonna do next is establish the actual hours that Nora would be available to meet with people, because you don't want people meeting with you at 9 or 10 p.m. probably, or Saturday and Sunday. Even though we all do that sometimes, we don't want to be that for that to be like the universal case. So go ahead and go up to the top. So now this meeting link is active. So if Nora were to share the link that's down here, where it's yeah, right. So if you share that with anyone, people would be able to set up a 30-minute meeting with you based on when your calendar is available, and it would populate the Zoom meeting details. So that would be, so that's the easy part, like it's set up already. But what we're gonna do next is finish the setup for Nora by adjusting their availability. So scroll to the top, and then there's a link here called availability. So by default, the hours are set from 9 to 5. So I have it on mine so that people can book a meeting with me as early as 8 and all the way through 4:30. That's 8 to 4:30 is the window of time that I have. Obviously, I still meet with people later and all that, but through Calendly, that's the only way they can connect with me. Okay, so we navigated to the area here that Nora can set her time. So here on the left-hand side, Mondays currently they're set to 9 to 5, so they need to be updated to times when she's actually available to meet with people. So if you go ahead and click on the first date there, and just maybe put 8, just 8 to 4:30 or whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever your schedule is. I don't know what that is, but I think most people 8 to 4:30 seems to work. So if you do that for all those days and then you just click apply, that becomes your default calendar availability for people. All right, so what we're gonna do now is test this calendar piece that Nora just set up, Calendly, should say. All right, so on the screen now, let's say I want to meet with Nora, rather than going back and forth on text and emails. Let's just say let's try to meet on Monday. So I'll click on the 8th. And this is the times that she has available on her calendar. So at 12, 12:30, 2:30, 3, and 3:30. Now, because I'm also a Calendly user, it looks at my calendar and hers and says, when are we both available? And right now, that time would be at 2:30. So if I click on 2:30 and I click confirm, I can book some time with Nora. Test. And I would could add other people like coordinators or whomever to that meeting. I click on schedule event. And that's it. It's that simple. What'll happen now is it'll put it on my calendar, it'll put it on her calendar, it'll block that time away so nobody else can book it, and we can meet on Monday. So anyway, that's it. Let me pause the recording. Calendly has a lot more to offer. I'm sure you can explore and learn some things. This is one of those triple trackers. Let me tell you how I see it. So we can use it with our principals, or we can use it with other people to connect with us. Principals can use it with our teachers, so teachers can find time with them when they're also very busy people. And teachers can use it with their parents. So like when we have back to school events or parent conferences, all those emails for all the teachers, all those parents can be a little nutty. So like Huntington Park High School in our COS uses Calendly for back to school nights, or parent conference nights, where the teachers send out links to the parents and the parents can book a time with the teacher and eliminate all the back and forthness.